Welcome back on the channel, Bratans. Gary Gensler may be fired. US lawmakers file a SEC Stabilization Act to fire Gary Gensler while XRP is forming a golden cross. And we have tomorrow the Fed meeting, and there's a high probability that they will not increase the interest rates. And we see Bitcoin form perfectly filled out this CME gap, and we are still in this falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. Technical price target is 31K. This is what we will speak about, Bratans. If you appreciate, hit the like button. I would appreciate if we reach 300 likes this time. Let us start with Gary Gensler. Yesterday I did already a video about it, that Gary Gensler is about to lose the fight against the cryptocurrencies. This could be the biggest pump in the history, and then we get shortly here out the news that US lawmakers file a SEC Stabilization Act to fire Gary Gensler. And the Republican Warren Davidson said himself, US capital markets must be protected from tyrannical chairmen, including the current one. That's why I'm introducing legislation to fix the ongoing abuse of power and ensure protection that is in the best interest of the market for years to come. It's time for real reform and to fire Gary Gensler as chair of the SEC. Fuck, this news is so huge. I mean, we spoke yesterday about it. I told you, with this news, we saw already, I mean, it's not done yet, but with this news, we saw a pump in the market happen immediately. I mean, and it's not done yet. But for this reason, we filled also perfectly our CME gap. And I told you, as soon as the news is coming out that Gary Gensler will be fired, we will see a historical pump in the market, Bratans. And this will happen because the US will not miss out on tax gains, as I told you yesterday, and this news came literally 10 or 12 hours ago in. So you see it perfectly unfolding like we spoke yesterday. So let us quickly watch on XRP. XRP this is another very bullish news, because there is SEC is fighting with XRP since years already, and end of June there will come a decision in which there's a high probability that XRP will win against the SEC, which would also bring the market in a very, very high upside, because it automatically would weaken the case against SEC versus Binance, SEC versus Coinbase. And for this reason, we see here XRP forming a golden cross. This green line on MACD, you see this green line is crossing, about to cross the red line. I mean, there's not a guarantee that it will happen, but you see always as it happened here, for example, in 2020, we saw massive pump in XRP. The same happened here, for example, in 2017. What happened? We see massive pump of XRP. So this is about what could happen next, and what we can expect. We could expect at least a pump. We have some here resistance at 60 cents, so this will be 7.7%. But in case this working out, I'm expecting that we will see pump at least to 86 cents, so this would be 54% pump of XRP. Possible, but it's not a guarantee. So please do your own research, Bradans. Bitcoin, let us quickly speak about Bitcoin, because yes, we filled out this CME gap. It perfectly worked out. As we saw on the weekend, we saw a massive drop because of this, all the FUD which is going on in the market. And I told you we're forming this CME gap, and we perfectly filled it out. So congratulations, Bratans, who took here the long position. But let us quickly speak about some not so good news which could potentially unfolding in the Bitcoin price. Bratans, this is no fun at all, really technically speaking, and this can quickly turn around. We will come back again to the good news of Bitcoin. So just in a second, we're forming here a death cross. So you see XRP is forming a golden cross, and XRP is quite often moving the opposite way of Bitcoin. So we could see XRP pumping while Bitcoin dumping. This could easily happen. So XRP forming a golden cross, green line crosses the red line, but Bitcoin crosses on the weekly. The red line is about to cross the green line, or cross already, and this called a death cross. So this is very dangerous. Every time when we saw this happen, we saw, for example, here in 2020, for example, we saw a massive dump in the market. Here we have the same in 2021. You see here, bam, massive dump in the market. Here we have also the same 2021, end of 2021, massive dump in the market. So there is not a guarantee that this will happen, especially if we see that Gary Gensler is, for example, fired, or as we are expecting the Fed meeting, which will happen tomorrow, there is a high chance, 75% probability, that they will not increase the interest rates. You see it here, 75%. And this would be very, very bullish for the market. So watch out for this. This could quickly turn around and make this death cross invalid. So be prepared for it. I just want to show you there's only one case which could drop the whole crypto market, but also the stock market. So let us go quickly further through the bad news and then come back to the good news. So on the bad side is, yes, it could easily happen because we saw this historically always happen. After relief rally, we saw cool down, which we nearly came to the previous bottom. We spoke yesterday already about it. You see here, relief rally to the upside and then retest the bottom. The same happened here, relief rally to the upside, here retest the bottom. So yes, this could happen, and we see also the funding rates, which are quite positive. We don't want to see it. We want to see negative funding rates in order to see Bitcoin and crypto pumping. You see, they all over positive right now. So this is very bearish. We see, on the other hand, we see S&P 500 pumping like crazy, breaking all the resistance. We broke here, we broke out of this channel. We broke this purple line to the upside, also massive resistance line. We are breaking literally right now above this massive resistance line, which is since February 2022. You see here a lot of resistance, and here we broke it to the upside. So again, very, very bullish. But, and now be careful, because we are getting in a quite overbought zone. You see here, the RSI is getting very overbought on the S&P 500. And if you're asking yourself, why speak about S&P 500? S&P 500 is a leading indicator for Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is leading indicator for altcoins, S&P 500 is a leading indicator for Bitcoin. So watch out for this in case we see further pump to the upside. It speaks for it that we see a massive dump in the S&P 500. I would like to see here some consolidation in the next days in order to have further to see healthy pump to the upside, because if we see quite strong pump to the upside, this is the same manipulation as we saw on the weekend, a quite heavy dump to the downside. So watch out for this. Also, what is also not so good news, but I mean, you have to see it on both sides. The more the Bitcoin price dropping, the more altcoins dropping, the cheaper we can buy it back, watching the big perspective that we have the bull market 2024-2025. So we broke down from the symmetrical triangle to the downside, and there is still the technical price target is here, this total crypto market cap we are watching right now. The technical price target is here around 700 billion. So this would be quite heavily, because we would break this 1 trillion zone, which would be it's a big psychology border. You see here, we are finding here support. So in case we are dropping it down, we could drop to 700 billion, which would crash the Bitcoin market, but also even more altcoins, right? But we can buy it cheaper back. And what could be the event which could trigger it? It's not the SEC, which would provide more FUD, and then we would see another drop in the market. Wait a minute, I make it a little bit down, so, oh, blood. Okay, it's not the SEC that there would be more FUD. I don't expect this, because SEC and Gary Gensler, there's only what could happen is that Gary Gensler get, you know, like this, yeah, fired from, because there are, okay, we spoke already about it. But there's another danger which is coming. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon warns of pain ahead for commercial real estate. And if you watch my channel, you know we have a lot of problems in the real estate market. There's a huge bubble since COVID, when we saw the massive run in the market. For example, here in the S&P 500, I mean, we saw here a massive dump 2020. This was the COVID bubble. And right after they start printing money, and we saw a massive run in the market, right? But the crazy thing about it is, you know, there is like people start to go into a home office because of the COVID stuff. And after COVID, people stayed in the home office because it was cheaper from the companies, but the companies already rented or bought offices. So they have open interest, so they have to pay their loan back, right? Which the money they borrowed to build an office, to rent an office, whatever. But the hikes, the interest rates are going up. So we are right now at 5%, right? 5%. So maybe they will tomorrow decrease not decrease, but pause. But we are right now at 5%. basis points. So therefore, the money they have to pay back increased heavily. But the people don't use the offices, and the problem is right now they're getting more and more offices on the market for renting or selling, but there are not enough people to buy because we are still in the bear market. So therefore there's a huge commercial real estate bubble which is about to burst, and the question is only when it will burst, and if it will burst in the next days or weeks. This is what I'm expecting, the reason which could bring down here the crypto market to around 770 billion, which would cause Bitcoin break down to around our zone. Wait a minute, here I show you, to around 20k. Could easily bring down at 20k. It's a big psychology border, but we have a huge support and resistance, and we see also at around 20k is here still our CME gap open, which is still not filled. So this is the only thing, the commercial real estate bubble, which could bring crypto and the S&P 500 to the downside. So watch out for this, very, very important, because the spotlight is right now Gary Gensler and the SEC, but this case is already made. I don't see there more downside coming because he made already so much damage. Therefore, watch out for it. I told you so, bratans, like Da Vinci always saying. So let's come to the good news. And the good news, we are still in this falling wedge. Technical price target of the falling wedge, the top of the wedge, always, you know, from the rising wedge, which looks like this, is always, rising wedge is a bearish pattern. There's always the bottom of the wedge, the price target. A falling wedge is a bullish pattern. The price target is top of the wedge, around 31k. So right now, it's still a long opportunity. Risk-reward ratio is amazing. 30k is price target, 14%. Long opportunity. Stop loss, I would set below 24,800. Why? You remember, because at 24,800 is our monthly support line here, 24,800. In case we are breaking 24,800, we are expecting Bitcoin to could even go to 20k or 21k to fill our CME gap. So right now we are still in a bullish mode. Right now still it's a good long opportunity, in my opinion, not a financial advice. We are still also in this rising channel, which is also very bullish. We are retesting this support line this week. So hopefully we will not break it. In case we are breaking, it's a short opportunity to price target where we could fall even down to 17,000, as low as 17 or 16,000. You see here, this support line is the purple line, which is coming here from its support line from since Bitcoin was created. You see here a lot of support here, support. So therefore, this is, yes, what could happen, but we are still in this bullish patterns, falling wedge, and this rising channel, which is also a bullish pattern. The Fed meeting in 1 day, which will happen in 1 day, is also a bullish sign, because, like I told you, there's a 75% probability they will not increase the interest rate, which would speak for a massive further not bull run, but continue of the relief rally to the upside. Also, we have on the other hand the news of that potentially Gary Gensler could get fired because the lawmakers proposed a bill to fire Gary Gensler. So we have this news on the other hand. So on one hand, again to summarize, we have the bearish news that we have this real estate bubble, which nobody, not even one YouTuber, is speaking about. The real estate commercial bubble, which could get popped. And if they pop, then we will see a massive drop in the market, even if Gary Gensler gets fired. And on the other hand, we have Gary Gensler. If he get fired, then we could see massive pump in the market. So watch out for this. Which will play out first? Gary Gensler get fired and lose the SEC, lose the fight against cryptocurrency. We see pump in the market, or we will see first the commercial bubble popping, and then we see Bitcoin running to 20k or possibly even to 16, 17k. Could easily happen, bratan. So watch out for this. We see what is quite positive, what is quite bullish, that we are still, the Bitcoin dominance is fighting here on this resistance. In case we are getting here rejected, we could see Bitcoin dominance falling down, and then we could see altcoins pumping like heavy. And for this speaks also the golden cross on the XRP, because if XRP pumping, XRP is an altcoin, we see the Bitcoin dominance chart falling down. And if Bitcoin dominance chart falling down, we see also altcoins running. So watch out for this. I'm still in my long Aave position because in my opinion, it's like a golden trade opportunity, not a financial advice. I tell you what I'm doing, please do your own research. In my opinion, yes, we broke down to the downside, but in my opinion, this is a fake out. The technical price target is still of the symmetrical triangle around 165K. This is a long opportunity of over nearly 200%. If you would go into a long position and set your stop loss even below $10, we saw below $10 Aave, maybe, I don't know, we saw below $10 Aave in 2020. If you set your stop loss below $10 even, and your price target at around 165, or this technical price target of the symmetrical triangle, you have a risk reward of 2.29. In my opinion, this is an amazing risk reward ratio. For this reason, I still in my Aave long position, which is right now $6,000 in a loss. Maybe I will even add to my long position. I mean, please do your own research. It's not a financial advice. What you can do, you get on Bybit right now $1,000 free long or short position. You can get it if you want, if not, whatever you want, bratans. What we see here right now, this again back to some negative news I forgot to show you. We have the similarities from 2019, we see pump, then we see dump, same echo bubble, same breakout candle, same 147 days uptrend until MACD crossed bearish. Yes, we see the MACD crossed bearish. This is what we will speak. But this all can very fast get invalid if we see Gary Gensler is getting fired from the SEC, as a chairman of the SEC. So therefore, let's watch for this, bratans. It's not over yet. We see also, I don't know if I showed you yesterday this, I show you again. We see here phase 1, 2, 3, and we are right now in this phase 2 where we could see potentially some downside. Yes, we saw 2018, 2020 downside, 14, 17 some downside, 11, 13 some downside, but important is the big picture, phase 3. We are about in several months to enter phase 3 where we'll see a massive pump in the market, and this is exactly what I tell you to teach you the whole time on this channel. In the big picture, even if we are going down, it doesn't matter because the halving is in front our doors. You can literally see it. It's in April 2024, and always when the halving happened, this is the green field, we saw massive pump in the market, massive pump in the market, massive pump in the market. So we have only about 10 months to accumulate our favorite altcoins and Bitcoin on DCA level. So you put your money every month or every week, a little bit of your money into your favorite Bitcoin or altcoin. This is what I'm doing right now. And we saw a really amazing gains. We made amazing gains, right? Here, by the way, you see it also on this chart, which is very good showing it. You see it took 418 days from the bottom till the next bottom or till the halving. And then we saw a massive run to the upside. And right now we are halfway through. 530 days from the bottom till the halving. It perfectly fits. So we have the around 250 days, whatever, until the halving, until we see the massive pump. And yes, we could potentially go lower, but what if we not go lower? So therefore, the best technique for long-term investing strategy is dollar cost average, in my opinion, bratans. Very important, by the way, coming in a second to the favorite or to altcoins which we bought and which potentially we can buy. Let's speak quickly about BNB because very important, Binance. In case Binance go bankrupt, we see Bitcoin falling to 10K even. But the leading indicator is here the BNB native token, Binance native token BNB. It's holding very strong at $200. This is what we want to see. So this looks amazing right now. And if we're speaking about dollar cost average, look at the altcoins in last 24 hours, which pumped Phantom 7%. I don't want to say I told you so, bratans, but I mean I told you so in our Telegram group. XRP is pumping because of the golden cross 7%, Filecoin 6%, Sui 6%, we bought Sui, GMX 5%, we bought GMX. Pepe 4%, we bought Pepe. Gala 4%, we bought Gala. Aave 4%, we bought also Aave. I mean, you see Polygon 1.5. Polygon made even around 8 or 10% already. It's only in the last 24 hours. We also bought Polygon. I mean, if you don't believe me, I can show you here quickly. here in our Telegram group. Here Sui made, since we bought it on the weekend, made 90%. FTM made 9% since we bought it. GMX made 3% since we bought it. Gala made 6.8% since we bought it. This list goes on and on and on. I have this Telegram group for people who want to, with me, to build a portfolio for the bull market 2024-2025. I show you which altcoins I'm buying on dollar cost average, which portfolio I'm buying. If you want, you can join it. Link is also down below. Please always and only use the links in the description. You find the links in the description. Just click open. There's the Bybit link if you want, or here is the link to the Telegram group. You find the Telegram group, and there's a bot which will show you how to join the Telegram group. So very important. Also, another thing what I want to share with you is, because some of you asked me in the comments about the Ordinals, if I still believe in the Ordinals, because we saw this massive dump happen, and I bought Ordinals. I bought at $25, I bought at $15, I bought at $10, at $8. I'm buying also the Ordinals on dollar cost average. I mean, Ordinals is only one coin. This is the very first Ordinals BSC20 coin, which had a market cap already of nearly, let me quickly show you here, of nearly 400 million. Right now we are at 100 million market cap. In my opinion, this is a very, very nice opportunity to diversify into the Ordinals or BRC20 tokens. If you don't know what Ordinals, watch on my channel. I made a full guide on Bitcoin Ordinals, or what that is. In my opinion, right now is also the time to buy Ordinals. It's only $5, not a financial advice, and I would not make the biggest bag in my portfolio, but right now it's clear bottoming out, even though we could see it could go even lower, 50 or 60%. Nobody knows, but in my opinion, dollar cost average is the key right now into the market, bratan. So we had a lot of news today. If you appreciate that I do this work for you, this research, which I hate by myself like shit, but I do the work for you, bratans, because I want to grow this channel. If you appreciate it, hit the like button, send to your grandma, send to your mom, send to your dad, I don't know, to anybody. That we grow this channel, and it helps always. I hate myself to suck always to hit the like button, but it's for you 1 second, but it helps the algorithm to pump. And also if you leave a comment, and much more important that you watch always the video until the end, bratans. Thank you everyone for watching. I kiss you and I see you later.